Hi everybody, welcome to the last math session for this week. We are going to get started by doing a warm-up by thinking a little bit about weighing. Do you remember we covered that a couple of weeks ago? So we're going to think about which items are heaviest and lightest using balance. So on the screen I have got a little game here, and the camel has got 2 bowls of food. And in one of these bowls, he's got a toy that's hidden. Now we've got to work out which bowl is the heaviest, because the heaviest bowl will have his toy. So what we're going to do is put them onto the scales. So at the moment, this bowl is the heaviest, isn't it? Because the scales are tipping down. Let's try the other bowl and see what happens. Okay, which bowl is the heaviest? It's the pink bowl. Can you see that the scales are tipping down on the pink side? That tells us that this one is the heaviest. So if this is the heaviest, we say that this one is the lightest. Let's see, does it have his toy in there? It does, hooray! Okay, now we're going to try it again, but this time we're going to have more bowls to choose from. So we've got 3 bowls this time. So I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to pop it onto the scales. Oh. Okay, so at the moment this one is the heaviest. This is light because there's nothing on there yet. Ooh, what's happened here? Which bowl is heavier? The blue bowl is heavier at the moment, but we haven't tested the orange one yet. So we know it's not the pink because the pink is lighter than the blue, so it can't be the pink bowl. Let's try the orange. Ooh, what can you see now? The blue bowl is still heavier. Can you see this here? Now when it's straight, it means it's balanced, okay? So if this pointy bit was on this line here, that would mean that they're balanced. But because it's tipping more towards the blue side, it tells that this one is the heavier one. Let's see if it's got his little toy in there. Hooray! And he had a chunk of pizza, a slice of pizza, rather. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to get started with our number bond work that we've been thinking about all week. So today we are going to be exploring our number bonds to 10 by using farm animals. So we're going to explore how many different ways we can make 10 by arranging the animals into the different areas of the farm. So we're going to begin by using just 2 numbers again, like we have been, and we're going to use the mud and the field. Okay, so we're going to sort them into those 2 areas. Now, because we're looking at bonds to 10, we've got 10 animals. I know that because we have a 10 frame. A 10 frame tells us that there are 10 things when it is fully filled up. But we can double check by counting it. It's always important to count and double check, even if you think it's right, just so that you don't make an error. Let's have a go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 animals in total. So I'm going to begin by putting 5 animals in the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many animals are in the field? There are 5 animals in the field. Actually, I think I'm going to use my numbers down here. There are 5 animals in the field, so how many will be on the mud? We can see from our 10 frame that there are 5 left, but we can check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that tells us that 5 and 5 makes 10. Now we can represent this on our 10 frame by using 2 different colours. So how many were in the field? 5. So I'm going to use the green dots to represent the animals in the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 animals in the field. How many animals were in the mud? 5. So I'm going to get 5 brown counters to represent the animals on the mud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This tells us that 5 and 5 equals 10. Okay, let's try it another way. Okay, I've started my screen again and I've got all my animals over here and all my counters back in a neat pile. I'm going to begin this time by putting some animals in the field again. Let's do 7 in the field this time, if they'll fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I can space them out a bit better. There we go. 7. Oh, he's having a ride on the other pig's back there. Poor pig. So there are 7 animals in the field. Now I'm going to use the green counters to show that. So we've got 7. So I'm going to get 7 green counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I had 10 animals at the start, so how many animals will be in the mud? We can count on from 7 to work this out using our tens frame. So we know there's 7 already. Let's count on. 8, 9, 10. That's 3 more. Let's see if it's right. 1, 2, 3. It is 3. So that tells us that 7 and 3 makes 10. So we can put on our brown counters now to represent the animals on the mud. 1, 2, 3. So that tells us that 7, because there's 7 animals on the field, 7 add 3 equals 10. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to have a little go at a problem solving activity. Now today for your learning, your activity, some of you are going to have a practice at exploring different ways of making 10 by putting the animals into different pens. So you can either use animals that you might have at home, or you will need to draw 10 animals and make 2 areas for them to go that you can sort them into. Now, if you find that easy and you already know your number bonds to 10 and you've picked that up, that's great. You are going to move on to a problem solving activity. So for some of you, this might be a little bit of a step too far. You might need to stay on this part, which is absolutely fine, okay? But some of you might need a little bit of a challenge. So this is a problem solving activity, which means you've got to read the problem, or your grown-up can read the problem to you, and then you've got to work out the answer. So to work out a problem solving question, you can use your pencil, your crayons, you can use your counters, whatever you want to do to help you find out what the answer is, okay? Because you're not expected to do it in your head. You've got to use something to help you solve this. So the question is, on the farm, there are 4 cows and 6 ducks. How many animals are there all together? So for this, you could use your fingers if you wanted to. 4 cows, so you can hold up 4 fingers, and 6 ducks, hold up 6 fingers. And then it says, how many animals are there all together? You could do it like that, or you could use counters, which is what I'm going to show you now. So I'm going to use the green counters to represent the cows. Okay, so 4 cows. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cows. And if you've forgotten the question at this point, go back and get your grown-up to read it. There are 4 cows and 6 ducks. Okay, so I'm going to use the brown to represent the ducks. How many do I need to get? 6, because there are 6 ducks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the farm there are 4 cows and 6 ducks. How many animals are there altogether? there are 10. I know that because this is a 10 frame, but if you are not sure or you need to double check, what could you do? Count it, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we are. That's all of the maths for this week. Well done, everybody. That's the last of me now because Miss Dorby's taking over now for next week, and then we're all back to school. Woohoo! Can't wait to see you all very, very soon. Have a lovely weekend, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye.